COVID-19 vaccine passports. EU leaders divided over implementation. The leaders of the European Unions are divided over vaccine passports, which can power tourism back. The division is further split into two ideas. One side is about an EU-wide approach instead of per national certificate. Another side is about whether to implement such a passport that may spark discrimination. According to Sky News, the leaders of 27 EU nations discussed the matter online on Thursday. Although they agreed that documentation should be developed, they couldn't agree on how to integrate it across participating nations. Greece, which highly depends on tourism, led a call for an EU-wide vaccine certification to support its summer tourism. The city of Athens is discussing a digital green pass with Great Britain, which already agreed with Israel. Austria, Bulgaria, and Spain are also supporting an EU-wide certificate, yet Austria's capital, Vienna, would apply a local version if the EU couldn't implement something by spring. Vienna's version would include people with immunity against COVID-19 and those who tested negative in PCR tests. But the German Chancellor clarified one big thing. First, it must actually be clearly resolved that vaccinated people are no longer infectious, said Angela Merkel. Meanwhile, Belgium and France worry about sparking discrimination against those who haven't received COVID-19 vaccines, including people who either refuse or couldn't be vaccinated. French President Emmanuel Macron proposed a balanced approach between these certificates and unvaccinated tourists. Some of these individuals are yet to receive their jabs because their slots may likely be at the back of the queue. Romanian President Klaus Iohannis, on the other hand, sees a huge axe that may split Europe into two: Europeans who got vaccinated and who haven't. This is an outcome the continent can't afford, with many nations crippled by the economic consequences of the pandemic. A vaccine passport is a certificate that shows the holder is protected from an illness and unable to transmit the related pathogen to others. The University of Oxford sees the potential of this certificate to re-enable tourism. However, there are major challenges that must be resolved first. The top priority is the science behind a passport. Scientists must ensure that those who are fully vaccinated and those who recover from COVID-19 are truly immune and are no longer infectious. The evidence must be solid, especially against new variants. Also, legal and ethical issues must be satisfied, or these vaccine passports will receive huge backlash.